What's going on, guys? It's your boy Zero Capital bringing you some team deathmatch on the map Silo. And before I talk about my general thoughts on the map and layout, and also tips and tricks, there's a couple of things I wanted to discuss. They are as follows. First off, I recovered this gamer tag that I lost maybe a month and a half ago. And I was thinking, what am I going to do with this? But then I realized I had the perfect answer, and that is I'm going to game with the subs. So if you watch these videos and you want to game with me, send a friend's request to the gamertag G13. Now I'm going to put that in the description so you guys can see how to spell it. But what I'm going to do is accept all friends requests until the friends list is full, and I'm going to log on to it a couple times a week. See who's around, who wants to squad up, and we're going to go pub stomping for days. We're going to play team deathmatch, domination, free-for-all, wager matches, zombies, whatever you guys want. It's going to be really fun. So I'm looking forward to that. Secondly, Activision is holding a Comic-Con / BlizzCon convention for just Call of Duty. I don't know if you guys have heard about it, but it's called COD XP, and it's happening in LA September 2nd through September 3rd. Man, you people in LA, you guys get everything. You guys are so blessed. So lucky to live on the West Coast. But what's going to happen is convention is that they're going to have the full multiplayer reveal for Modern Warfare 3 in the opening ceremony. And also they're going to have a $1 million 32-team single elimination tournament. And this will be played in Black Ops. You also win a copy of Modern Warfare 3 early. And the online qualifiers are to be announced at the moment. But you could qualify on site for the $1 million tournament as well. In addition to that, there's going to be other tournaments for prizes in free-for-all, zombies, spec ops, and other multiplayer modes. You could also run the pit in real life, which is amazing. I don't know if you guys remember that, but the pit was a spec ops mission in Modern Warfare 2. It also was in the single-player mode to determine your difficulty setting in the game. And it was a lot of fun to play, just to see how you can lower your time, compare your times to other people and stuff like that. So it was cool. They're also going to have paintball and scrapyard recreated. Now, if that doesn't make you want to go, I don't know what will, because how fun would that be to go actually shoot people with paintball guns on scrapyard? It just sounds amazing. They're also going to have a Call of Duty armory with all the COD weapons from past games. And before you say, oh man, this is Activision trying to money grab from people, it's really not, because they're donating all proceeds to their own fund for veterans in the military, which is a really good cause, because those veterans, they put everything on the line to allow us to be free, to have freedom. You know, they go and do the dirty work so we don't have to. So it's a really good cause. Alright, now moving on, I'm going to talk about the map a little bit. This map is real simple. It's basically a rectangle with a bunch of buildings on it, a bunch of cover thrown in everywhere. And one of these points of interest is this building that I'm in right now. I call it the conveyor belt building because in the back of it there's a conveyor belt. The conveyor belt building has a window that you saw in the footage, and next to it is this building which has a 2 on the garage door. So we're going to call it the 2 building. Both of these buildings have windows and they're usually full of people, like this guy right here. And he comes running up and I managed to spray him through the wall. Got a little lucky there. But coming around the corner you see the window and the guy sitting there. So be careful when you're running up on these buildings because they're usually full of people, usually full of equipment. So check for claymores and the like. And you're going to see the conveyor belt attached to the back of the building. And I pick up my dogs. Now dogs and air support are quite good on this map. Yes, there are a bunch of buildings, but you don't spawn too close to the building. So if you get lucky with the chopper gunner, you can pick up a bunch of kills real quick. And now we're going to see the overhead view. You see that construction equipment covered with a blue tarp. Next to it is the tower, which is the sniper vantage point of this map. So anytime you're around there, make sure to check your lines of sight so you don't get sniped. Make sure to throw grenades up there just to catch the campers. Now the center of the map has 3 round buildings and a crane or construction crane. 2 of these round buildings can be entered by players, and usually people will go there as well. Like I said, check for equipment, check for players. Use your grenades wisely. Now this back area where I called in my air support, it's a pretty good place to call in your air support. Not many people go back here for some reason, so I don't know why. Maybe they don't know the map just yet, but it is a good area. You're kind of out of the way. Now the rest of the map, like I said, has lots of cover everywhere. And that's a little bit different from the rest of the Call of Duty maps, because a lot of times you're just running along and some guy pops out and shoots you in the face. And even if you proned or dolphin dive somewhere, you're still in the middle of nowhere, and it's pretty easy to shoot something that's not moving. So, you know, now instead of just MLG drop shotting people, you could hide behind crates, barrels, construction equipment. It's really cool. I love it on this map. However, in terms of my thoughts on the map, is it playable? It definitely is. And you're going to see me shoot someone up on the tower with a long shot. But in modes such as like domination, this map is actually quite fun. But in 6v6 team deathmatch, it's a little bit too big. The map's pretty big for only 6 players. Especially if those 6 players sit in buildings, you're going to have a hard time finding them. And I'm just like running around looking for people at the moment. But I haven't tried the map in Ground War just yet, but I'm sure it'll be fun. And in terms of spawns and tips and tricks, the spawns are really simple. They're on the opposite ends of the map. This one area is a spawn. The area by the tower, or the sniper vantage point, is also a spawn. And the area where the conveyor belt and the 2 building are also spawns as well. And tips and tricks, hug the edges of the map. That way your back isn't exposed to people shooting at you. Now this map is interesting in the fact that it's being compared to Quarry because of the construction feel. But it plays a little bit different from Quarry. Now in Quarry you could basically run around and you only have to watch a couple angles where you're going to get shot at. Here, pretty much everywhere there's at least 3 or 4 ways you can get killed. So you gotta be really careful, and that's why I said to hug the edges of the map. Hug the edges of the map, pick people off as they spawn. Try to avoid the center as much as possible because there's way too many spots people can see you from. And I end up winning this game 7,500 to 4,200. Get the final kill cam. Get some flak jacket guy running up. And he could have dived, I guess, to the truck there for cover, but I guess he didn't. And I end up going 39-2. Thanks a lot for watching this video. Stay tuned for more. Peace out.